Welcome to Affirmated TV. Don't forget to subscribe for more Affirmated content and education.
Welcome to Affirmated TV's This Is What You Missed podcast, where we discuss the most trending topics and news of the
several
week.
Other social media tech CEOs had to attend the January 2024 Senate hearing. He was told that he had blood on his hands for not doing enough to protect young children from harming themselves while being on his platforms Facebook and Instagram. Take a listen and take a moment to like and share this video.
Executive, here's what he showed he found when he studied your products. So, for example, this is girls between the ages of 13 and 15 years old. 37% of them reported that they had been exposed to nudity on the platform unwanted in the last 7 days. 24% said that they had experienced unwanted sexual advances they'd been propositioned in the last 7 days. 17% said they had encountered self-harm content pushed at them in the last 7 days. Now, I know you're familiar with these stats because he sent you an email where he lined it all out. I mean, we've got a copy of it right here. My question is, who did you fire for this? Who got fired because of that?
Senator, we study all want to improve our services.
Well, you just told me a second ago you studied it, that there was no linkage. Who did you fire?
I said you mischaracterized.
37% of teenage girls between 13 and 15 were exposed to unwanted nudity in a week on Instagram. You knew about it. Who did you fire?
Senator, this is why we're building all.
Who did you fire?
Tools. Senator, I don't think that's.
Who did you fire?
I'm not going to answer that.
Because you didn't fire anybody, right? You didn't take any significant action.
It's appropriate to talk about.
It's not appropriate.
HR decisions.
Do you know who's sitting behind you? You've got families from across the nation whose children are either severely harmed or gone, and you don't think it's appropriate to talk about steps that you took? The fact that you didn't fire a single person? Let me ask you this. Have you compensated any of the victims?
Sorry?
Have you compensated any of the victims?
Congressman Josh Hawley continues to press Zuckerberg to give a name of the employee who was fired. But look at Zuckerberg. He's confused. Social media companies ought to bear the weight of some responsibility for what they allow on their platforms. However, it doesn't help that Congress has not been very proactive or comprehensive in adequately regulating the platforms, outside of specific political opinions that point left or right many times. In any case, Zuckerberg is forced to apologize to the families there in the hearing, which is good but a bit too late. But better late than never. It's funny that he didn't answer if he would compensate the families who were impacted by harm being done to their loved ones as a result of the platform. Let us know what you think in the comments and watch another video on our channel.
Didn't fire. They're here. You're on national television. Would you like now to apologize to the victims who have been harmed by your product? Show them the pictures. Would you like to apologize for what you've done to these good people?
I'm sorry. Have suffered, and this is why we invested so much and are going to continue doing industry-leading efforts to make sure that no one has to go through the types of things that your families have had to suffer.
You know, why, Mr. Zuckerberg, why should your company not be sued for this? Why is it that you can claim, you hide behind a liability shield, you can't be held accountable? Shouldn't you be held accountable personally? Will you take personal responsibility?
Senator, I think I've already